consumer product distributors are up in arms. Last week, Fast-Moving Consumer Goods Distributors Association, the All India Consumer Products Distributors Federation, filed a petition with the Competition Commission of India against leading quick commerce platforms, alleging unfair pricing and monopolizing the market. That plea was submitted by Derishil Patil, president of the AICPDF, who will join us in a moment. Quick commerce and hyperlocal delivery has become very popular in the last few years. The word quick commerce also defines fast and efficient delivery services, according to that petition, which said that quick commerce companies are indulging in practices of deep discounts and exclusive supply distribution agreements, engaging in unfair pricing and affecting the competition in the market for selling consumer goods. It says that practices are negatively impacting livelihoods of over 10 million mom and pop stores, as well as the operations of super stockists across the country. Now, there is no doubt about predatory discounting, as several analysts have spoken on the core, particularly from the supply chain industry. But the question also, I guess, is that what are the inefficiencies in the traditional system that exist, which are manifested in higher prices, and could that be, or to what extent could that be brought down? So I reached out to Derishil Patil and I asked him to break it down for us and explain why his body was going to the Competition Commission and what they expected to achieve.
So the impact is on multiple folds. Okay. Deep discounting and predatory pricing is the result of this entire thing. Because nowadays, if you see anything people or the consumers buying online needs to be discounted. You will hardly find any example where people will buy goods from the quick commerce or e-commerce without any discount. So the consumer is being fooled in number of ways and numerous ways. The algorithms used by all this quick commerce and all this e-commerce entities is actually not been used to the advantage of the consumer. See, in the algorithm, consumer is convinced in such a way that he is convinced and preconditioned at his mind that the product which he wanted to buy once or he searched once, he's been shown numerous times and he's been preconditioned to buy that product. Now, this is one thing which is hurting because hurting the entire privacy of the consumer, first thing.
This is more a behavioral thing, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because see, now the quick commerce is banking on convenience. That is why I wanted to put this point that the convenience is not only the matter. There are a lot of things where the consumer is also been confused. See, deep discounting is a major part. Without a discount, consumer will never buy from these quick commerce companies. Right now, they are subsidizing delivery cost, which also the consumer will not be very happy to pay if they are being charged. Simple example, as you asked, what is the problem? Let us not name any company. Okay. There's a product of 1 kg product whose MRP is 710 rupees. Okay. Now we have searched about 100 products like this, similar who are having issues. The MRP for all these products across the platforms, you come what say the general trade or the quick commerce or the e-commerce platforms, the MRP is same. Okay. Now 85 to 89% of the goods for all the FMCG companies are being sold by the general trade. Okay. Now the general trade is being serviced by the authorized distributors of the company. Now the retailer, that is the general store what we are talking, receives this product at 657 rupees from an authorized distributor of the company. That is an extended arm of the company. So for the retailer, the distributor is the company. Now, the same product is sold at 469 rupees on Zepto. It's sold at 554 rupees on Blinkit, and it is sold on 461 rupees in Instamart. Now, this retailer, who is big in number, is getting this price as his landing cost at 657 rupees. How can he compete with all these people? See, a lot of us are telling us that you will have to adopt technology and changes everything. See, everybody wants to clean Ganga, but you'll also have to remember you have to have Himalaya in place. If there is no Himalaya, point of Ganga won't be there.
If I can ask you about this specific product, and if you're saying that these quick commerce companies are selling it at 469, 554, and so on. What is their acquisition price? Are they buying it from the same distributor, or are they sourcing from the company, for example?
They are mostly sourcing it from the company. We will have to find out. That is why we have went to this authority, which is a CCI, and we have full faith on our judiciary system that they will find out whether the companies are giving this kind of discount, or whether this quick commerce are putting in money for deep discounting and predatory pricing to establish monopoly in the market.
But who do you feel is discounting in this particular case? Do you feel the company is offering it, let's say, at 450 rupees, or is it the quick commerce company which is taking a hit?
See, the companies believe into the retail trade because it is an absolutely loyal network to them, which the companies have been establishing since last 60 to 70 years. We really doubt whether companies are giving such kind of heavy discounts to them. And if the companies are willing or are giving such kind of discount, then we will also rightfully ask them to give that prices to us also. Clear cut case of deep discounting and predatory pricing, which is trying to establish a monopoly into the market and disturbing the entire ecosystem.
Right. So one is the price. Now, this is also a different distribution channel, isn't it? When it leaves the company or the brand, let's say it's Levers or Nestle or Colgate, it's going directly maybe through logistics partner directly to a dark store, and then it's being distributed. Whereas in your case, the way it comes to the Kirana store is a different path, isn't it?
No, sir. This is absolutely a myth created by these people that they are taking out the middleman from the entire chain. They have done nothing. See, in general trade, the company depot supplies to a distributor, and the distributor supplies to a retailer, and forward, the retailer supplies it to the consumer. This is the traditional distribution system. In quick commerce, the company supplies to their mother depot, the mother depot supplies to their dark store, and the dark store supplies to the consumer. Now, tell me, where is the middleman gone? His name is only changed. The name is changed from distributor to mother depot, from retailer to dark store. So the process is absolutely same. Just by changing the name, they cannot say that they are more efficient than the distribution system. The distribution system in India is covering 13 million outlets across the country, and farthermost, even in Leh, Ladakh, you will find Maggi noodles supplied by a distributor and serviced by the retailer. So you have also seen at the time of pandemic, where were all these people? That time, the retailer was there on the street serving the Indian public.
There's no quarrel on that, but I think the debate here is to do with, since you've complained to the Competition Commission, we're talking about price and whether there is discounting or not. So you're also saying that therefore, when the company is supplying to a mother depot, as you call it, and mother depot to dark store, you're saying that that chain is not cheaper or more cost effective than the older chain?
Absolutely not. See, the distribution and networks chain, whatever is supplying right now, the average margin of a retailer is from 8% to 12% across all companies. Average margin for the distributor is from 3% to 5%. So the all put together is what you can say about 20%, and rest is the logistic cost. Now, it's not that the logistic what we are providing, because we have our own vehicles. The cost of logistics are very low. The labor which we employ, the cost of labor for us is also very, very low. The godowns, the infrastructure, whatever it is almost owned by the distributors. That is why the rental part is also very low. So our cost of operation is very, very low. Our cost of distribution is average 1.3% per average cost of distribution. Here they will have to pay 5% GST on transportation because they are applying numerous plus things. So all of these things put together cannot be cost effective, and in a long run, this model, I don't want to say anything about it, but when a business is on a transactional loss, how can you justify it to be a operational profit?
So at this point of time, you've complained to also the FSSAI, that's the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, and you've questioned or rather posed a question on shelf life. Why is that?
See, we have found on number of cases and done a survey with the consumers where the consumers been receiving products with very, very minimal shelf life receipt. See, I've received a product which is going to be expired in 2 days. So I am compelled to use a product which is going to be expired in 2 days. So it was found that most of the consumers were receiving food items to near to expiry dates. We are very much thankful to the Ministry of Health and the FSSI department who has brought out a notification on our suggestion that consumers should receive the product with minimum 30% shelf life available or 45 days, whichever is higher.
Right. Okay. What is it that you're looking for right now? So, in the beginning, you said that you want more transparency on the pricing, including from the companies themselves. Is that your key demand, at least from the CCI?
Sir, we are Indians and we always will be Indians. See, we are not afraid of any competition. See, we just want a fair playing field. We want a level playing field for everybody. Then we also can compete. See, the deliveries right now done by the retail system, which is existing there, is at least 10x of whatever all quick commerce is doing. So we can service, we know how to service. We have been servicing the population since ages, and our service is more emotional than professional.
Dereshil, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.